Alright YouTube, you know the drill by now. I'm going to be doing a skincare review on the brand Skyn Iceland, and I did buy a whole bunch of sets. You guys know me, it's not like I was just going to buy one set. So Skyn Iceland's deal, they say they are solutions for stressed skin, so they sell these cute little packages of trial-sized products so you can kind of use these for whatever your need is. So I picked up 3 of them, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm about to be traveling, and as I've said in other videos, one problem that I face when I travel is breaking out. So, of course, I got the Clear the Way kit, which is made for dealing with, as it says, secret weapons for blemish-free skin. This has in it the Pure Pore Minimizer. I'm not sure if that's a primer. It says it's a pore filler. We'll find out. The Antidote Cooling Daily Lotion, Glacial Cleansing Cloths, and then Blemish Dots. I also got the Skyn Hangover Kit, Emergency Relief Kit for face and eyes. Sounds amazing. We'll see though. Icelandic Relief Eye Pen, Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels, the Antidote Cooling Daily Lotion, and the Fresh Start Mask. And then I also got the Detox Kit for stressed skin. This contains the Glacial face wash. I think there are some repeats. There's 2 face washes. The Icelandic Relief Eye Pen. Oh, there's definitely repeats. The Daily Lotion, and then the Oxygen Infusion Night Cream. I think all of this will come together to make a completed routine. And then I've also accumulated some samples of products from this brand. So I have the Icelandic Relief Eye Cream in a little pot, and then 2 of these gels, which remind me very much of Patchology. We've got a Plumping Lip Gel. Let's give it another go. Let's see. And then the Hydro Cool Firming Neck Gel. So I'm excited. We'll be doing Skyn Iceland for the next 2 weeks. I don't have a serum, so I'll be continuing to use my Philosophy Vitamin C Serum, and then of course my night serums. And then I'll try all of this stuff out in addition. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Alright guys, I'm back. It's been 2 weeks of Skyn Iceland. I have a lot to say. What's new, actually? Yeah, I guess that's how these always go. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to start with my experience with using these products, then I'm going to go over the brand a little bit, and then I'm going to get into the reviews, the individual product reviews, and if you guys just want to skip to that, I will put a timestamp in the description box below so you guys don't have to watch this part unless you want to. Now, should you want to know how my experience went, let me go ahead and tell you about that. So I did indeed take these products with me on vacation, as well as my serums, but aside from my serums, everything that I used was Skyn Iceland, and I have to tell you guys, I was loving this brand. The entire time I was on vacation, it was so pleasurable and enjoyable to use these products. I was certain that I was going to come on camera and give a super positive review. However, then I got back, and that's about the same time that I started breaking out. And I'm not talking small whiteheads. Those really don't bother me that much. They kind of come up in a night and then perish in a night. I'm talking about these nasty papular acne. I've made a video on the differences if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, we're talking more intense acne in spite of using anti-acne products. How counterintuitive is that, right? So I started looking into the reviews as well as what Beautypedia has to say about this brand. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Beautypedia doesn't like this brand, but you already know that Beautypedia has a lot of brands that they don't like. Every single product on Beautypedia from Skyn Iceland is rated between 1 and 2 stars. They're not fans over there, that's fine. What's interesting is that on the Ulta website, all of these products have high reviews, almost all of them, not all, most of them. We're talking 4.5 stars, 5 stars. That's pretty standard for these reviews. You will find a lot of people commenting on how much they love the products. Holy grail status for a lot of people. Now, I think what this brand did, and did really well, is to give the people what they want. The problem with giving the people what they want is that it may not be what's actually best for your skin. So as a spoiler, I did actually stop using 2 products from this brand. I decided, have I done this yet? I don't think I've ever stopped using a product. But I did stop using a product, and my skin seems to be evening back out, which means that my hypothesis that products that are too much can actually be damaging to your skin. And we're talking anti-acne products. Products that dry out your skin and get rid of acne can, based on my conclusions, cause acne if you overuse them. I'm going to get more into that when I get into the actual reviews of the products so you guys can know which products I don't recommend. I also want to take a minute to talk about the brand. I'm actually pretty intrigued by this brand. This is started by a female owner, a cancer survivor actually, and I do respect her for that. I really like when I see a female running things in the cosmetics world. You guys know there are a lot of men who are making so much money off of us that, I gotta give respect to a woman that can come in and run this type of a business. Her whole strategy in creating this brand was to make a brand that kind of merges together anti-stress and skincare. I agree with this premise. I think it's a good premise. I think it's a great idea. I think it's very unique. But I think that what she was going for is products that initially relieve stress, and not really so much like medicinal stress relief, but more when you apply these products, you often deeply breathe in the menthol that they have in them, and it does cause you to feel more relaxed. It really does. In fact, the menthol derivative that is in many of these products is something that Beautypedia has a problem with, and I'll tell you why. It's because it can be a sensitizing ingredient. So what this really boils down to for me is that I probably would not recommend this brand for people with sensitive skin. There are some products that I would say approach with great caution, and then there are some products that I really did like. Oh, and one other thing I did want to mention about this brand that I do think is funny, and this is a recurring theme that I'm noticing. The owner of this brand is not from Iceland. It kind of reminds me of the way that Tatcha manifested as a brand, which is, they're not a Japanese brand. It's a Japanese-American female who did go over to Japan and took inspiration there to create Tatcha. It's kind of the same story, except I'm not sure where this owner is from, but she went over to Iceland, really loved it, felt a lot of stress relief over there, and tried to incorporate that into a skincare brand. Just a little interesting side note. I think it's really intriguing how often brands are sold to us as this concept, and yet if you actually dig deeper, it's still kind of an arbitrary concept and not really so much what this actually is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reviews. I'm going to go over these products as they come in the kit and then some loose products later on. So let's start with the Detox Kit. This is the kit for stressed skin, which I feel like embodies the brand as a whole. This kit is $35, and coincidentally, this helped me to get out of the way the product that I had to quit using. So let's start with that. So this is the Glacial Face Wash with White Willow Bark. This is such a cleansing cleanser. It will leave your skin absolutely squeaky clean. You need a very, very small amount of this, which I guess in some ways that's really good. It'll last you forever. However, this is so drying. This has so many people who absolutely love it and call it their holy grail. Maybe this is good for oily skin. I'm still hesitant about saying that because it's so drying, and part of the problem with acne is that it can actually come from your skin overproducing oil, which can result from using drying products that send signals to your body to create more and more oil. I kind of feel like that might have been what was going on. It's just so drying that in the moments after you've washed, if you don't immediately moisturize, your skin is going to actually feel exceptionally dry, and I think that is the problem that I was experiencing. I can't wash and then immediately smother myself in moisturizer, so I quit this. I think my skin is kind of recovering. I still don't hate it. I still understand why a lot of people do enjoy it, but I don't think I recommend it. I think it's too harsh. This product does use potassium hydroxide in it, which is an extremely drying ingredient, also known as lye, and for those of you who have watched Fight Club, you know that that is a soap ingredient. And it's actually kind of interesting because a lot of facial soaps do shy away from using ingredients that are that drying. I might use the rest of this up on my body. I'm undecided. I might even use it once a week, that kind of thing, but I'm so saddened that I can't marry this product because of its baggage. You feel me? Oh, I guess we're just getting out of the way all of the problematic products from this line, so here's the other one. This is the Antidote Cooling Daily Lotion with Icelandic Kelp. This is a really lightweight moisturizer. My problem with this is really the one where you can feel the menthol the most. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It is a more sensitive form of menthol, but menthol can be a little bit of a problematic ingredient. It can make you more sensitive to the sun. My feeling on this product, as well as the other products that contain menthol, is that it's there more for the pleasure of using it than it is for any kind of result. I think we have this idea in our heads that we need to feel our skincare working for it to be doing something. and I just don't think this did anything other than be a really lightweight moisturizer with this sensitizing ingredient. It's not, your skin's not tingling because there's something going on, it's tingling because it's got menthol in it. Now yes, menthol is very relaxing, maybe if you want to put this under your nose, I don't know. I don't hate it, I wish I loved it more, but I just felt like I was experiencing problems from it, so I did discontinue using this. This kit came with the Oxygen Infusion Night Cream, and funny enough, I did continue to use this the entire trial, and I ended up using this as my day cream. It's a pretty lightweight night cream, all things considered. It's not a bad product, it's just a little lightweight. This does run less expensive than most night creams. It's $65 for almost 2 ounces if you buy the full size. But that said, it's lightweight, so it kind of depends on what you're looking for in a night cream. I don't think I'd repurchase it. It's just not heavy enough for me with my dry combo skin, but I don't hate it. This kit also came with the Icelandic Relief Eye Cream Pen. I'm pretty mixed about this product too. I'm actually going to go ahead and take out the Icelandic Relief Eye Cream and talk about that at the same time as this, because these have the exact same ingredients, same thing. Let's start with the eye cream. This comes in a standard pot. It runs for $45 for 0.49 ounces, which is pretty standard in price. The concern with any product like this, especially if you're a Beautypedia follower or most people really into skincare, do shy away from products that are in this type of packaging. So it's nice that Skyn Iceland has the option of this stick. And it is just a stick, but it's not really the kind where you can kind of roll it on your eyes, and this has kind of low reviews because of it. I think I've said in other videos that when people buy a product and they're expecting something else, when it's not that, they get disappointed. If you buy this and just consider this a alternate to a squeeze tube, then it's fine, because that's exactly what you get from this product. And then the eye cream itself is pretty nice. It's kind of thick. I wonder if I'm going to regret putting this on in this video. Probably. It is very thick. Now, I like the fact that it's a thick eye cream. I will say that the pen seems to distribute it a little more thin than the pot. The pot comes out very much like ricotta cheese on your face. It does blend really nicely, but it just initially looks like ricotta cheese. I don't know how else to describe that. I think that's pretty accurate. Now, both of these do have menthol, but it seems to be in a much lower concentration. However, as I said before, I'd still avoid it if you do have sensitive skin. My problem with the pen is that it's $20 for 0.14 ounces, so you are paying a lot more for this packaging, and with the packaging not being as perfect as I'd like it to be, I think that's still a little high. Overall, I like that it's nice and thick. I just wish, to be honest, I wish that it didn't have that menthol ingredient that they love to use, but I'm probably not going to repurchase it. It's just a little pricey. I like this packaging though, I do. I still think it could be improved upon, but I like the fact that it is compact and I can take it with me, because I don't know if you guys have ever had the experience of being out in public and realizing you forgot to moisturize. I have that, and then I panic. This is going to go in my purse because I do like it, but I'm not sure I love it. Yeah, I gotta say, I just looked in the mirror and saw that I had some of the pot cream side still sticking out on my skin. You guys will probably see it on the camera. That's why I think I like the pen a little more. It's pricey. It's pricey for what it is. Let's talk about the Clear the Way kit next. This one is $40. I think that as a whole, I would recommend this kit more than the previous one. I actually did like a lot of the products that come in here. You get a full size of their Pure Pore Minimizer, and I'm going to say I've never used a product in my life that's ever actually reduced pore visibility, other than alcohol, which isn't good for your skin. However, what this does is the same thing as Benefit's Professional, as Milk Makeup's Blur Stick, any type of blurring primer that you've ever used. It kind of does blur out the skin just a bit by filling in your pores. I like it. I think that if you get it in this kind of a set, I mean, this is $35 itself, the set is $40. I do like it. I like it. I don't think I like it enough to buy another, probably, but I'm not sure. I have been using it and I do like it. In fact, I am actually wearing this today. It says to use it before moisturizing, and that is what I did. I don't have any problems with this. Nothing in the ingredients bothered me. I think it's a silicone-free pore minimizer. I think it's a lot cheaper too than a lot of other products similar to this that I found. This is $35 for the 1 ounce size. I also really liked the Glacial cleansing cloths. These retail for $15 for 30, and you get a 10 use pack in here. These are really nice. They're actually really a certain word that I don't want to say out loud, so I'll type it. Yeah, I'm one of those people who has a problem with that word. That word. That's actually these. If you have problems with using facial cleansing cloths that are too dry, this is not. I can't say it's the most effective wipe that I've ever used for my face, but it does a good job of removing light makeup, which honestly is what I think every single one of these does. I've never really used any type of facial cleansing cloth and been like, that was amazing how it removed my makeup. It's always like, okay, it removes light makeup. So that to me is what this is for. And then you have the Blemish dots. Peter Thomas Roth actually has a very similar product to this, which I'm familiar with. It's pretty much the same thing. These are nice, they're drying, but they're not too drying, and they are very compact. You put these little dots on specifically the areas that you're having a breakout, and it does help to combat them. These have tea tree oil and white willow bark, which is a natural form of salicylic acid, as well as some pure alcohol. So again, they are drying, but I think they're a nice alternative if the Mario Badescu drying lotion is too harsh on you. This is kind of stepping it back a little, much more controlled. I like these. I think they're expensive if you have a lot of acne going on, but if you don't struggle with tons and tons of breakouts, these are nice to just kind of slap on a breakout, go to sleep, and wake up with it minimized. And then this kit also came with the Antidote, which, as you already know, I don't really like, but just so you guys know what's in here. The last kit is the Skyn Hangover Kit. This one retails for $25. And this also includes that full size of the eye pen as well as the Antidote cooling lotion. And it also has in it a couple more products to talk about. We have the Fresh Start Mask. I managed to get 3 uses out of one of their packets, which with this retailing at $39 for 6 of these, I guess that's $39 for 18 or so uses. This reminds me a lot of the Philosophy 2-step peel that I had done in a pretty recent video. It has, the only difference is, instead of using the vitamin C crystals, it has a blue clay base, which, you know, the whole idea of using clays is to pull out impurities and detox. I have a little bit of a problem with that because it's not really the proper use of the word detoxify. Clay attracts moisture, so it's pulling out excess oil if you tend to be a more oily skin type. Yeah, that is what it does. And then the second step in this is the activating gel, which is AHAs. The end result is that your skin is definitely softer, but I don't think I'd ever buy this just because I really like the Philosophy one more. I like what vitamin C does for my skin more than a clay product, and for me, I'd just rather have a separate clay mask. That's just me. It seems like some people do enjoy this, and other people had reactions from this, which I haven't really emphasized, but that seems to be a little bit of a problem with this brand. You either love it and give it 5+ stars, or you had a problem with it causing an allergic reaction. And the last item in that kit is the Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. These are a little expensive. They do retail for $30 for 8 of them. But I will say that as far as this type of product goes, I liked this more than I usually do. I usually think these are a little overpriced for what they are. What I like about these is that they actually do stick to your skin. Now, I'm a little mixed on the fact that there's some sort of an adhesive in here, but you're not going to leave it on for too long. Overall, in terms of eye patches like this that I've used, I think these were some of my favorites that I've ever tried. Does that mean I'm going to go buy them? I'm probably personally not, just because, again, like I've said, I feel like this is a lot of packaging for not a lot of product. But again, in terms of other similar products that I've used, I would say this is probably my favorite eye gel. Then we have the Hydro Cool Firming Neck Gel. Now these retail for $35 for 4, so these are really, really expensive. But again, these have that same adhesive. I liked using it. I did feel like, you know, it says on here help smooth and firm within minutes. It actually does. It's still very expensive. You can use a neck serum and a neck cream, which there actually are specific products made for that. You really only need a face serum and a face cream. But this is just a really expensive version. I don't hate it, but I'm probably not going to buy it. And last we have the Plumping Lip Gels. I'm sorry, I've never liked a product like this, and I still don't. This retails for $15 for 2 of these, and if you've never seen one of these, I went ahead and saved it, so this is probably going to be gross, but I want you guys to know what you get. So this is a gel. I just ripped it. It's a gel that goes on your lips. And you can't talk for the 15 minutes you have it on, but then supposedly it's going to plump up and, you know, make your lips look better. I just never seen any kind of results from those. I just feel like I look ridiculous for 15 minutes, and it's hard to keep it on. It doesn't stay in place. It wants to slide around. I'm just not a fan, and I have a problem with this coming from this company because Sarah, the CEO, Sarah, you wanted to make anti-stress products. This is $15 for 2 of them. I'm stressed out at the thought of that. I got that as some kind of a gift with purchase, and I'm still stressed out by the price. That is way too expensive. The product's a complete gimmick. But, you know, take me with a grain of salt because, again, I've never liked this type of product. I can't wrap my head around it. Why on earth would you buy something that doesn't stay in place, you can only leave on for 15 minutes, and it's $15 for 2 when you can buy a really good lip balm? You guys already know my favorite lip mask in the world is the Kaplan MD lip mask. I come back to that time after time. I think I've used that at least 60 times at this point, and all that's happened is I've loved it more. I've probably used up a third of that container, which we recently saw that for what, $15, I think, something like that. I don't understand buying this type of a product. It's too gimmicky. I gotta cut myself off here because I'm just gonna rant about how gimmicky it is, but yeah. So that is my wrap-up of the brand Skyn Iceland. I've got to say overall, I like the idea behind this brand, and I love the products because they're made to give you the experience of products that you love. Do I think it's the best brand I've ever tried? No, I don't think it's the best brand I've ever tried. There's a lot of problematic ingredients. There's a lot going on in some of these products that makes me kind of raise a red flag. But then there are products that I like and I feel like I would come back to occasionally. I guess for me this would never be a daily brand is my bottom line. And the reason I don't make a brand my daily brand is because even if I enjoy the products, there's something about them that makes me hesitate. And I've talked about this before. There's been other products that have raised a red flag for me. In particular, I'm a little hesitant of formaldehyde releasers. That's something that does stand out to me as approach with caution, and that's why I don't make those my daily product. But we're going to talk about that in future videos. But I do want to keep this video as short as I possibly can. It's an okay brand, just not a daily brand. There you have it. In reading y'all's comments, I know you have a lot of brands that you want me to review. What I'm going to start doing is putting in the description box below the upcoming brands so you know what's coming. I saw a lot of you guys want Tata Harper. I started buying from them, but I think that I would want to do a full brand review on that, so I'll have to keep buying some products and finding mini products in order to bring you guys that, but I agree, that'd be a really interesting brand, so thank you for that recommendation. And anybody else that has recommendations, please drop them in the description box below. You guys know I love testing skincare. I thought this was going to be a short project. I thought this was going to last 3 months, and we've been doing this for almost a year, and there's so much more to still do. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, YouTube.